Hello, welcome cosmic beings, beautiful souls here to my channel. My name is Eve and my channel is Eve 44.4. In this video, I'm going to look at the astrology, the numerology with the tarot, and then I've also picked some oracle messages as guidance for us through this incredibly powerful gateway called the Lion's Gate. Every year, it has a certain flavor. We get the Lion's Gate every August 8/8, but every year there's going to be a little bit different astrological, numerological energy around it. So that means every year we experience it a little bit differently. However, keeping in mind that there is an astronomical reason why we have this portal or gateway, if you will. It's called a cosmic gateway. It's where the higher energies of the universe, of the cosmos, can come through. Whenever we have an astrological alignment, it's as if we get beams of light. Those beams of light, those universal cosmic energies, can be directed straight to us here in our solar system. And that's ultimately what the Lion's Gate is all about. Now, if you do want to jump ahead and you simply are interested more in just the oracle messages I pulled as guidance, the timestamps for that will be below. But I want to describe the Lion's Gate. It's always 8/8, no matter what year we're in. We usually enter the energy of resonance, is what I'm going to call it, around July 26th or July 28th. It just depends on how you're looking at this. Different people say July 26th, others say July 28th. But just know it's around the same time, around the end of July, the very beginning of Leo season. This gateway or Lion's Gate energetic portal opens up, and then it reaches its full culmination on 8/8, which interestingly enough is the middle of Leo season. 8/8, the sun in Leo always reaches between 15 to 16 degrees of Leo, and all the signs contain 30 degrees. So that 8/8 is smack in the middle of Leo season. It's the midway point. Now, it's a lineup in the heavens that starts up between July 26th to 28th, and it usually completes around August 12th, August 13th. So just kind of keep that in mind, that this energy every day is fully present with that midway or culmination point coming in on August 8th for astrological reasons, but for numerological reasons as well. So what is the Lion's Gate? It's where the constellation Orion, the great hunter, lines up with Canis Major, and the brightest star in Canis Major is Sirius. Now, Orion is a prolific constellation that you can, if you were to research it, you would find that many civilizations have often referred to the constellation of Orion as auguring in certain energies. They've often looked at that constellation as the spiritual warrior, that it brings in strength, courage, honor, ability. It's a beautiful energy. But on the constellation of Orion, we have the belt, Orion's belt, if you will, where there sits three very, very bright, big stars, much brighter and bigger than our own solar star. And that belt points diagonally down to Sirius in Canis Major. And when you think of the myths of Orion, who was considered the great hunter, was a great spearsman, swordsman, caught anything he went after, but he's also considered a spiritual warrior. He often was followed by his loyal dog. and that is Sirius, which sits in Canis Major. Canis is the Latin word for dog. So the constellation of the dog sits at, I believe it's the right side, or is it the left? I think it's the right side of Orion. And it's that loyal dog is always running next to Orion in the heavenly skies. But during the summer months, these constellations are rising in the east. So you can see them very visibly in the east at dawn. And Sirius is most brightest in the summer months here in the east, rising. From planet Earth in our solar system, Sirius is the brightest star that we see. Is it the biggest star? No, it is not, but it is the brightest because in proximity to Earth, it's one of the closest. That's why. But you can see Sirius talked about throughout many mythologies, many civilizations, and in Egypt, they watched Orion and Canis Major go through the summer skies, and they knew that when there was a lineup between Orion's belt and Sirius, that the Nile River would flood, that the waters would come in prolifically, fertilizing the earth to then allow new seeds to be planted and everything to grow. So this energy of the Lion's Gate is considered a very fertile energy, that the ground is being watered and fertilized so that you can plant whatever seeds you really want to plant here. All right. So there's the ancient, astronomy along with the legends and mythology that goes in with the Lion's Gate energy. Now, from a cosmic level, it is a lineup from Orion's belt to Sirius to our solar star, the sun. It's called a solar deity or solar energy. There's a lineup from the sun, the earth, to Sirius and Orion, creating what we call this cosmic portal. And of course, every year, there's going to be different astrology around it, as well as numerology. This year is particularly potent because during this, we've got 2 super full moons, beginning August 1st, ending August 30th with a blue moon. We have Venus retrograding in the sign of Leo. The last time Venus retrograded in Leo was also during the Lion's Gate. She will always retrograde in Leo around the Lion's Gate because that's Leo energy. But Venus retrogrades in Leo approximately every 8 years. The last 2 times she did it was 2015 and 2007. But during those summers, we did not have the same astrology. There were no super full moons. There was no Mercury retrogrades. This time we have Venus retrograding here in the sign of the Lion's Gate, putting the energy of Venus on a throne. So the divine sacred feminine is being put on a throne throughout this energetic portal. It is calling in the highest vibrational frequencies, if you will, the highest energetic frequencies of the Venus divine goddess energy onto the earth. The sacred feminine is being considerably highlighted here. And there's a lot of other energies going in tandem with this because on the day of 8/8, the moon will be in Taurus. So moon is on her throne because when the moon is in Taurus, which is the sign ruled by Venus, she's on her throne. This is a very, very spectacular Lion's Gate where the sacred feminine is being put back into her place in our system, within our solar system, within the earthly plane, within the cosmos itself. There is a balancing out of energies where any part of the feminine that has been lost, disavowed, what's the word I'm looking for? Lost, disavowed, forgotten. That's the word. It's being returned. In the process, though, it means there's a lot of clearing that needs to occur. And oftentimes, when the sacred energy of something is being returned, whatever is unhealthy or toxic around it needs to get flushed out. So be aware that throughout this cycle, we're going to be flushing out whatever energy is attached to this sacred feminine that is not healthy, that is a distorted feminine energy. It's not the true feminine aspects, okay? So just understand that. Now, the portal itself, as I said, lasts from about July 26th, 28th through August 12th, 13th. And on August 13th, the Sun and Venus come together in a conjunction in Leo. So we have the Lionsgate portal essentially wrapping up with that beautiful solar Venus alignment. And that is a yin-yang energy, because the Sun, as the solar deity, is a sacred masculine energy, and it is conjuncting Venus, the sacred feminine. So you've got a beautiful balancing out here. And in the conjunction, the Sun is illuminating Venus. And we only get 1 to 2 conjunctions of the Sun and Venus a year, depending on the year. This year, we have 2. We had one much earlier this year. No, I'm sorry, it was last October, I believe. The last Venus-Sun conjunction was October of 2022. And this will be the second we have that falls in less than a year. But we normally have the Sun and Venus come together once a year. It augurs in a new rebirthing for Venus through the energy of the Sun. So the Sun illuminates, gives Venus energy and essence, and allows her to rise in her truest, creative, feminine energy. So as we're looking at what it is that wants to come through for us today, just be mindful that that sacred feminine, that Venus energy, is the strongest astrological presence with us here. And Venus is retrograde. She retrograded starting July 22nd. She will come out of retrograde September 3rd, but she has the whole post shadow to go through the end of September, where she completes that cycle on October 7th. So all of these messages here today are meant to be timeless. However, they're also directing us towards coming out of the portal or the gateway of the Lion's Gate into the Sun-Venus conjunction through the completion of Venus's cycle in Leo on October 7th and 8th. So we've got this time where all of these messages are wanting to push us through this portal energy, whatever that looks like for each of us on an individual level. And then the other astrological event happening here shortly after the Sun-Venus conjunction is the new moon in Leo here on August 16th. So we've got a lot of new energy coming in here towards the last part of Leo. But all of this is pushing us deeper into the energies that Leo and Venus represent. So Leo is about accessing our personal sovereignty, who we really are as an individual, as a soul, as an identity. The lion is a beautiful creature on our planet. It's often associated with very powerful medicine and very positive medicine as well. Lions are considered wise. They are the protectors of the animal kingdom. They are also the leaders in the animal kingdom. They do not kill unless they need to, okay? They don't kill randomly. That's why they're considered an animal of wisdom. But if you look at a lion into their eyes, their eyes are like looking into the cosmos. It's the cats, all the cats have those eyes, but the lions in particular, their eyes are very deep. There's a cosmic energy that lies in there, a depth. And so that is the depth of the lion that we are accessing during this time. The lion represents diplomacy and leadership with wisdom. In its highest vibration, it is the kind, the gentle, the considerate, the abundant leader, the one that is truly there for the people. It's not the leader that considers itself separate from the people or above the people. It's the leader that sees itself as one of the people. And that is the highest essence of Leo, because you cannot ever become a true leader in this world unless you are part of the whole. Okay? And so these are the energies that we're being called into here. Where in our lives do we need to access our personal power, call it back to ourselves? Where in our lives do we need to become more visible, more present in our leadership role? All right? And then Venus is all about love and beauty and creativity and prosperity. And so during this time in Leo, what's being highlighted is where we feel lack, where we feel less than. Because think about this, Leo rules self-confidence, self-esteem, and it is about self-value. So, and Venus is self-value and self-worth and self-love. So we've got all of these: confidence, esteem, value, and self-love. Where do we maybe not feel enough of that in our lives? And this is going to be showing up perhaps in how we bring in money. If we're having issues with abundance all the time, then we're being asked to look at issues of self-worth and self-value. If our love life or the relationship world doesn't seem to be in balance, we always seem to be out of balance in some form, then what we want to look at is, how do we lack self-love? Because our outer world is not only there as a teacher to us, bringing us lessons, but it is also a reflection of our inner world. It's both. And so when the outer world is showing you a pattern that keeps repeating over and over again, then you've got to go inward to access within you, you have a lack consciousness going on. And I love it because of all of the signs here. Here we've got the sun in Leo, Venus in Leo, we've got the moon in Taurus, we have Jupiter and Uranus in Taurus right now as well. And then we've got the South Node in Libra. We've got all the energies of the feminine here because Venus rules Taurus and Libra. And so that feminine aspect is so incredibly present during this Lion's Gate. And this is regardless of gender. I'm not talking about women. I am talking about the sacred feminine. It is an energy we all contain. Please dive deep in to see where in your life you feel not enough, not good enough, not powerful enough, you lack courage, you lack self-worth, whatever the issue may be for you, but please do a very deep dive here. All right, so the important dates that I want to look at here, where the 8 energy is very, very prevalent. We already had one, and that was on the first supermoon. We had one on August 1st, the second big date, where this is the days of August where 8-8 energy is very strong. So August 1st, August 8th, August 10th, 11th, 17th, 19th, 20th, 26, 28, and 29. So you've got quite a number of days here where that 8-8 energy is very strong. Now, following the Lion's Gate on 8-9, we are having the second Venus-Uranus square. And that's why I'm saying break away from whatever it is that is not allowing you to be fully in your sacred feminine energy. Because Uranus is the great awakener. And actually Uranus is the maverick. It's the planet of seeking personal freedom, wanting to be your unique individual self on the earth. You don't want to be a representation of peer groups, of belief systems, of all of the planets. Uranus is about standing in your own unique energy, your own weirdness, okay? But being happy about it. And Uranus is also the great awakener. It brings the dawning of the new age. When we talk about the age of peace, we're talking about the age of Uranus, which rules the planet, which rules the sign Aquarius. So we're talking about the age of Aquarius. Well, Uranus is the planet leading us there. And what are we working through right now in these next couple days, weeks, and months? And we could even take this energy for the next year, because we have Lionsgate in a year from now, right? So apply it how you will. But we're wanting to break through whatever is keeping us in a place that does not allow for peace, harmony, and balance in our life. We want to return to peace, and we want to return to love. That's what's really going on here. But with that square that Venus is making, again, call on the planet Uranus, call on these energies to help you. Call Uranus in to show you where in your life it's keeping you from not moving forward. Because Uranus, as the maverick, is also the planet of great change. It comes in like lightning. And just think about what lightning represents. A sudden lightning bolt can catch your attention visibly, but also audibly, right? But lightning comes in, you know how they say lightning strikes fast? Boom, and then it's gone. And in that moment, when that lightning struck, it opened something up, didn't it? It opened something. So this Lionsgate, with Uranus involved here in Venus and Jupiter and the moon, something very big is being opened up. Now let me dive into the numerology, and then we'll look at the oracle cards. So 8-8, and that's going to be significant every year. We've got the energy of 8, which is ruled by Leo. In the Tarot, 8 is the strength card. So we're being, again, reminded of Leo season, right? And how whatever it is we're needing to embrace in our life right now, take action on in our life right now, because the lion energy is a fiery energy. Absolutely, we have to take action. Do it with gusto. Do it with flavor, okay? Do it with strength and courage. You have built enough strength up until now. You've got this one. So we've got the double 8 showing us that lion energy, that it's telling us we're prepared. We are ready for this, more ready than we realize. And if you don't feel completely ready, use the next few weeks to months to get there. Build up your courage. Now, one thing I'm getting is, I'm feeling this energy through, is if you want to build up your courage, one way to start is build your physical body. Go to the gym and lift weights. Go rock climbing. Set certain goals for yourself that are physical, mental, spiritual goals for you to achieve, because that will help you build this strength that I'm referring to here today. Now, when we add 8-8 together, we have 16. In the Tarot, that's the Tower. But when we then add 1 and 6 together, we have the 7. The 7 is the Chariot, ruled by Cancer. Fast movement forward. But to get to the 7, we have to go through the 16, which is the Tower. So again, we're facing something in your life has to collapse. You got to let go of it. Jump off. In the original picture of the Tower in the Tarot, people are falling off the tower because the tower is collapsing. And so your guidance here is, don't hold on to anything that is of no value to you anymore. Or if it is of value, but it's not good for you, let it go. So when we're looking at the Tower energy, the energy is let go and let God, let go and let Goddess. Let go. Allow yourself to fall, because in the falling, you're going to reach the chariot. And the chariot is, you now know what kind of forward movement to take. And when we have the double 8 there, it's the sign of double infinity. But the double 8 and double infinity is telling you that everything that's happening in your life right now is about your destiny. The 8-8 is your destiny. It's your fate line. Your soul chose these patterns to learn. Your soul chose certain time frames to come in for you. Embrace that. Do not resist it and do not fight it. The tower says don't fight it. You can't. The tower's collapsing. You can either try to go down with it or jump off of it into safety and then follow the new path that is awaiting you. So that's the message. Now look at this though. 1 and 6 equals 7. And this year we're in a 7 year. So on the Lion's Gate, we've got 7-7. We've got that beautiful 7-7 energy, which is very fast movement forward. But when you look at the chariot, just like the card of the lion, the strength card in the tarot, 7 and 8, they both are about inner and outer balance. Because in the chariot, usually in the original card, the charioteer is holding the reins of the chariot with 2 sphinxes. One's black and one's white. You know, they're different colored sphinxes. But it's in a balanced state. So the charioteer can move forward because the charioteer has found their inner foundation, their inner balance. And that's why they can take action and move forward. And the same with the strength card in the tarot. It's often depicted as a woman petting a lion or putting her hand on a lion. She's in control of her ego. That's what that represents, soul over ego. In both the chariot and the strength card, it is soul or spirit over ego. And that is our biggest guidance here through the Lion's Gate and all of this Leo energy, is to give over the reins of our life to our soul, to our higher self and our spiritual body. That is the ultimate message here. All right? Beautiful, beautiful messages. So I would like to look at the oracle cards and see what came in for us from the hero's journey. Because I look at, when we're in the energy of Aries and Leo, I often consider it the energy of the hero. All the fire signs ultimately would fall into that, Sagittarius as well. So Aries, Leo, Sag, they are the heroes in our zodiac. Because fire is willing to go where other elements can't or won't, right? So fire is willing to take a risk, even though it cannot see what's on the other side of the mountain. The earth signs generally are like, no, I got to set goals. I need to see what I'm creating. So the earth signs want to see what they're moving towards. Of all of the elements, earth is the one that wants to set a foundation, take the steps towards its goals, but has very specific visuals in mind of where it wants to get. And the earth signs are very realistic and practical. They add everything together and they ask the question, is this realistic? Can it be done? And if they get the message back that the risk, if it's going to take a lot of risk, the earth element may not do it. Whereas the fire will go for that risk. Because fire says, even if there is a 10-15% chance that I'm going to get there and this is what I want, they are going to go for it. Now, I'm not referring to fire signs out there, but I'm just saying the fire energy propels you to go after your dreams. And you know, we, as souls, we have multiple realities or lifetimes that we go through. And I feel that many of us have had lifetimes throughout the cosmos where perhaps we move towards something in one life and we actually reap it in another. You know, it doesn't always happen within that lifetime. However, in this one, we're here on the threshold of ascension for the human collective and the earth. And so I believe we're pulling in all the parts of our soul that we've left anywhere else, so that whatever it is we really want to manifest that we have not been able to manifest in other lifetimes or other journeys that our soul has been on, we're really wanting to do it here and now. That is why the energies were in, both astrologically and numerically, and through the Tarot and other oracle systems, oracular systems, are so powerful right now in our lives. All right? So let's look at these messages. The first one we have is the Dream Sanctuary. I love it. And it's a number 8. Look at that. See how she's leaning in to the vortex, to the portal? She's allowing the portal to bring her in. That is a beautiful message. Attend to the simple things. Don't get lost in the bigger things, right? Attend to the simple things. We're still in the ordinary world here, okay? On the hero's journey, she's saying attend to the simple things in your ordinary day-to-day world. Something around you doing that, doing the simple tasks, being in the baby steps, one little step followed by another little step, is very important for you right now. So as I'm bringing in these messages, please remember to take what resonates for you, because there might be one message that's more relevant for one person and another message that fits another. I am safe and free to be energetically and physically naked in my bedroom and beyond. Something about being present and being naked, being visible. Okay, look at this. I love it. It's the lion's colors. Wow. So it's about being visible, and she's telling you it's okay to be visible. It's okay to be naked and free in your physicality, in your emotionality. Very, very important message, to be energetically and physically naked. Your sleep zone is your dream sanctuary, and yet you take it with you wherever you may roam. Roam, okay, the lions roam. We're getting all this Leo energy here with our very first card. In fact, you are a dream sanctuary. You are a dreamer, and your presence provides not only a sanctuary for you, but for everyone who you meet and approaches you on your life path. Your dream zone is the orbit in which you spin, dance, live, and you love. So attend right now to the simple things to ensure harmonious flow in all of your relationships, and you will sleep and awaken each day with a smile on your lips. So the messages she's giving us here is, when you attend to the simple things and you're very grounded in the present, and you allow yourself to be energetically and physically available and seen, your world will become harmonious. You will sleep well. Your relationships will improve. Okay? She's saying also, though, take inventory of anyone that you need to forgive or to whom you may owe amends. Identify the attachments and the behaviors you'd be better off dropping and release them now. Resolve clutter in your bedroom, around your nightstand, at home and at work. This will allow room for success, happiness, prosperity, and brilliant ideas to swoop in and embrace you unencumbered. That is such a powerful message. Yes, so you've got to release, surrender what does not serve you, right? But the biggest message here is you are a walking dream on this earth. You're doing so much work while you're asleep. You're not just doing work while you're awake. Your dreams are guiding you through your waking life. So your waking life is actually connected to your sleeping life or your dreaming life. The two are interconnected, and you're getting guidance, you're doing work, you're clearing things in both. I love that message. So just remember, it's time to flow, to surrender, to allow yourself to be visible. Okay, and naked means visible. What's the word I'm looking for? I can't find it. It'll come to me. When we're truly naked, we're not holding back anything, right? We're being completely authentic. So this message is about to really clothe yourself in your truth. All right, so I'm going to leave her right there. Let's see if I can put her up. Just love that message. So we've got a second card here. Time for a quantum leap. Okay, and that is number 7. So we've got 8 and 7 on the board here, don't we? Prepare for a makeover. So as you become more visible and more present in your life, and you tend to the small things and the minimalizing your world, that's one of the words I was looking for, becoming more of a minimalist. Remove clutter in your physical environment, and that will help you remove clutter in your mental environment, and it will also help you remove clutter in your emotional environment. Removing clutter across the board is important here, but you are ready for a new makeover. That's number 7. Action, you're up-leveling. That's what I wrote down here. I release all that no longer serves me, so a better version of me can emerge. What did we say about releasing things that are not you? They're not authentic to who you are. So essentially, in becoming fully visible and present, all you're doing is letting go of all the clothes that aren't yours, all the masks that you're wearing, right? There's no masks allowed anymore, because it's time for you to make a quantum leap. You are going into the highest version of you. That's what you are creating here. The winds of change are blowing through your life right now. And that's absolutely true, right? With Uranus and Leo. Smell the new blessings that are whispering from around the next corner. Sense that you are being summoned to level up to something magnificent. And of course, Leo is one of the animal totems of magnificence. You don't have to do anything rash, though. This is not about suddenly walking out of your job or suddenly walking out of your relationship, unless you know that this is the right thing to do and it's been a long time coming, okay? But if you need time to think it through, please think it through. This is about making a discerned decision, because the other thing I didn't mention astrologically is we are in the pre-shadow of Mercury retrograde. Mercury will go retrograde here on August 23rd through September 15th in the sign of Virgo. Virgo is about making very discerned, well thought through decisions. So when we're in the shadow, when we're going through the Mercury retrograde, do not rush. Do not make any rash decisions unless it's been a long time coming, okay? This might mean it's also simply time to get more curious about a better version of you. So for some of you, you're kind of bored. You've loved your life, but you're bored. You're like, I just want to level up. That's how I feel. I love everything in my life. I'm very grateful for everything, but I've been feeling lately a sense of, I want to just go to the next level. I want something unknown, where I haven't really walked yet. Okay, so that's what the up-leveling is about. It is time to broaden your wisdom, your love, your abundance, and your beliefs. So the quantum leap means you've got to broaden your perspective. You've got to make a leap forward into new experiences. You've got to get out of your comfort zone, right? That's what that means. So go travel somewhere you've never been before, eat new foods, try on new clothing. As I said, go to the gym if you've never gone to the gym. Try a new sport. But it's time to broaden your wisdom. Go back to school, learn something, pick up a book, get a travel guide. It's time to also broaden your beliefs and what you think about abundance. So for many of us, our viewpoint on love and abundance, which would be Venus and Leo, is changing. We're getting new visuals, new ideas on what love and abundance means for us in our lives. You are realizing that all the guidance, answers, and solutions you've been praying for are actually just a keystroke away. It's time to delete the spam of negative beliefs that have held you back from your full throttle self-expression and upload that which truly flips your switch and attunes you to the new frontier of human evolution. Yep. So again, if you're a giant computer, you're taking out the old hard drive and you're putting in a new one, aren't you? That's what a quantum leap is. But this is a big leap. When we get a card like that, this is not a small leap forward. This is a quantum leap that you are going through. Love that message. And the third card is shine. Another Leo energy, right? Shine. Leos are about shining, right? We've got all that beautiful yellow golden energy there. Number 5, be the light. Be the light that you seek in the world. It's time for you to illuminate. Okay, that's what I'm getting. Be the sun. The message I'm getting is, okay, that's interesting. If you cannot find light around you, become the light. You are the sun. That's my beautiful crystal here. Okay, my citrine. So one with the sun means you are the sun you seek. You are the light. You are the light of the world. It's a very beautiful message. Very, very beautiful message. Number 5. So let's see if there's any extra messages yet. When you can't find the sunshine, be the sunshine. I love that. Even though clouds of self-doubt may have or may be temporarily obscuring your awareness, behind those clouds, your inner radiance still shines. So they're saying that yes, to go through the human experience, we're going to have cloudy days. We're going to have times in our life, and they could last for a very long time, where we don't have answers. We can't see clearly. There's too many possibilities in front of us, and all we feel is clouded. They're saying that's okay. Remember that beneath all the clouds is the sun. The sun within you is never not there. Your sun is always there, but there may simply be clouds or confusion or self-doubt or indecision lying in front of your sunshine. But it's there to teach you something. And some of what it might be teaching you is it's not the right time. It's not the right time, and that's why you cannot make a decision. Or you are not meant to know the answer. There are certain things in our lives where we're not meant to know the answer. Maybe not knowing that answer is protecting us from something that we don't need to experience. So this card is about deep, deep faith. Really trust in your inner sunshine. Trust in your journey. Trust in your soul. Because remember, it's your soul that is behind your sunshine. Whether or not you realize that you emit divine awareness. Always, even when you're in a cloud, you emit divine awareness. Meditation, journaling, prayer, sound healing, crystal work, going to see a healer, exercise, gardening, cooking, cleaning. These are all tools that help us move through the clouds. One of the fastest ways to do it is jump in the shower, take a bath. I always get instant clarity when I put my hands for a few minutes under running water. Okay, so this is just extra stuff I'm giving for you to work with. Your wake-up call is to realize that you can run, but you cannot hide from your true nature. So they're saying here, again, you can't run from who you are, right? You are a dream sanctuary. You are dreaming your reality into being. You are going on a quantum leap because you are one with the sun. But one with the sun also means you're one with your soul. You are coming into inner wholeness and oneness. Beautiful, beautiful. Be still, knowing that the ground you stand on is holy, and the spotlight of divine love, intelligence, beauty, and creativity is on you now. The ground you stand on is holy because you are holy, right? And the light is on you now. There's no way you cannot run from that light. So I think the Lion's Gate is really bringing in with incredibly strong focus that you cannot hide from yourself. That is the most profound message here today. So from these 7 energies, because I wanted to bring in the energy of 7, we've got beyond the ordinary. Isn't that interesting? So we started with the dream sanctuary, which is still being in the ordinary world and working with the ordinary world because we are going beyond it. But we have to bring the two together. We have to do the work in the ordinary day-to-day world so that we can bring in the extraordinary, right? Beyond the ordinary, number 45. I love this. See how all these cards go together? Look at that. We have that golden and then that blue. So the golden is the solar plexus, but it's also the 9th chakra, by the way. It's our divine wisdom chakra and divine illumination. And then that blue is where we are accessing cosmic truths. That blue and purple as well. We are accessing cosmic truth here. So let me read from the Oracle of the 7 energies. That is number 45. Such a beautiful card. And then we will end with the tarot. Beyond the ordinary. Beyond our ordinary worlds means beyond our intellect, beyond our 5 senses, there lives a mystical realm of beauty, magic, and extraordinary potential. This is where we are going to now, okay? This place does not operate under the same laws as the ordinary world. So the beyond the ordinary, which is the extraordinary, is the mystical worlds. It's the great mystery. It's the world where our soul really lives in. That operates by divine law, not human law, not 3D laws. Okay? So that's where we are going. So now is the time to surrender. Okay? So what did I say about surrender? It's the time to surrender. But in the surrendering, it's the not knowing. So they're saying it's time to surrender to not knowing. The mystery is a mystery because it is at present unknowable and yet unmade. Even its potential is impossible to understand. What is waiting for you lies beyond the ordinary, but it has not yet chosen its shape, its path, and the manner by which it's going to be delivered to you. Your job now is to surrender and stay the course. So surrender, have trust, stay the course, allowing whatever comes to you be exactly as it will, without trying to ascertain what it's going to be in advance. So this is saying there's something very beautiful coming to you when you really let go. All you're doing is flowing into it. It's not made yet. It is unmade. Every path on that journey is like you are putting in one star, and then the next star comes in, and then the next star. This is your journey. It is a beautiful journey. Let go to not knowing what it's going to look like, because it's almost like the yellow brick road. It's like you put in one step and the brick shows, and then the next step and the next brick shows. That's the visual I'm being given. So please stay the course. And our next counsel is you're awakening your genius. So when you're moving beyond the ordinary into the extraordinary, you are awakening your truest divine calling. You are awakening your inner genius. This is a beautiful message, and we've got that gold and pink and blue energy again. But here now, for the first time, we have the pink, right? The pink is you're really awakening your heart energy. It's unconditional love. When you're awakening genius, it means you're awakening your higher mind, your highest divine mind, your consciousness. So you're working now with your high heart, which is here on the collarbone area, and you're working with your higher mind or your divine wisdom, which is your crown and above. So that is what you are awakening. It's your higher chakras and your higher energy centers. And our last card is opening to discovery. 34, number 7. You are opening to discovering new things in your life. You hold the key to this. So there's something about staying open that this message is giving you, right? But there's new discoveries, newness coming into your life. What I'm getting from this card is there's a new pathway here. Just open it up through your heart and through your mind, and follow the stars. The stars are guiding you here. Very interesting. We're getting the star energy really guiding us here. I keep feeling like there's an extra little message here. Opening to discovery. The universe is always engaging us. We are a part of it. Our intuition is helping us to tune in and to see our environment like an oracle. So that's the message. Tune in through your intuition. See your environment as an oracle. Remember, you are standing on holy ground. That means that the earth herself is a great giant oracle. Everything she brings to you is holy when you access the earth's template. And we're talking about the earth's light body. Her template are all the ley lines and the meridian lines. So call on the template, the higher body, the light body of the earth, and you will be accessing all of the keys that you need here, okay? However, this new information does not always make sense right away. So being curious and non-resistant is a key to learning. Today, be open to receiving important information that could come to you from an unusual source. The universe wants to help you, but recognizing the way this aid will arrive will depend on your willingness to shut out superfluous noise. So when we're working with this last message here, opening to discovery, it's saying shut out the noise that is keeping you distracted. Shut out the lower frequencies on the earth and only open up to the higher frequencies. But to do that, it means turn off your Wi-Fi, turn off your phone, meditate, be in a spiritual place, go to a sacred space, go outside with your dogs and animals. One of the fastest ways to get into our more grounded spaces, and we're out with our animals, right? Because they ground us. They're a natural way of groundedness. But when you do it, don't be on your phone looking at it like this. That's not going to get you here, okay? So it's saying when you want to open to this new pathway in your life, you've got to put down the things that can get you distracted. We all need our technologies. I'm not here to put that down. I love my phone. I love my technologies, but I know when to shut it down because I know it can be a distraction. And it's not just the technology, it's don't allow yourself to be distracted by harsh environments, chemicals, food that doesn't serve you, that's not healthy for you. Don't allow yourself to be distracted by being around a lot of people that are always noising, always gossiping. So again, this is saying, find your own quiet space. And that is how you're going to open all of this up. Now, it doesn't mean that these new messages aren't going to find you if you're in a noisy environment. If they're meant to find you, they will, okay? But to get there, And so that you're more at peace, really create this sanctuary for yourself. Remember, this first card is the most important card for this whole session here today. You are the dream sanctuary. So live it and breathe it, please. Alrighty, so let's complete by looking at the tarot messages. What is coming towards us? We are opening some new doorways in our lives, right? We're going beyond the ordinary into the extraordinary. We're awakening our higher genius, our higher creative zone, our higher intuitive zone. And we are opening ourselves up to new discoveries. What are these new discoveries? I love it, the Three of Flames, the Three of Wands. We've waited a very long time to get where we are today. It's been a long journey. Our ships are coming in, okay? I love this visual of the Three of Flames because what's coming to her is a beautiful pink sky. It's a new sunrise. It's a new dawn. Look at that visual. And she's surrendered to it. She's surrounded by gold and pink, but she's allowing flow. She's not attached. So therefore that third flame is coming above her. It's from her ninth chakra. It's her higher chakras coming in. So you've waited a long time for this. And there's something very beautiful and new on the horizon. A new dawn awaits you here. And part of that new dawn is you are becoming the master of your own kingdom. But the master of orbs, which is the king of swords, is you are becoming a master of your own mind, but your higher mind. See how this is one of my favorite renditions of the King of Swords, because he's in the clouds, okay, but he's got clarity. He's holding a sword in perfect balance across his lap, and he's dressed in pure white and purple. So this King of Swords is an incredibly wise King of Swords, and around him is an orb of light. He's got absolute protection. He's in the clouds, but he can see clearly. His sight goes very, very far. So you're being shown that when you relax into this, everything that you need to know is coming. You're going to become a master of your own realm. Not only a master of your own mind, but all the information you need is coming in. You're getting it. And the Three of Flames to the Master of Orbs could also mean that you're getting messages from an air sign or from someone that is very, very good at communication. Someone who is a master of communication, but it can also mean that you are feeling like you are a master of communication and you really want to create something beautiful in your life. You know, when we have the flames next to the orbs, fire and air, you're really creating something beautiful in your life right now, okay? It's something masterful. I love these messages. Oh my gosh, and it's followed by the Eight of Flames. I'm going to just kind of leave these like this. So that means absolutely the 8 in this card, in this deck, is very fast movement forward. See how it's creating a vortex of energy? Again, we're going back to the Lion's Gate. But in this deck, the 8 of Flames is very much connected to the Strength card, but it's also connected to the Wheel of Fortune. See how the wheel is turning there? Your whole life is getting ready to shift, but it's your destined life. It's the higher version of you, but you've got to have the strength and courage and be willing to take the quantum leap, right? But this can also mean that there's some very significant messages coming to you, and you're going to sit with it. You may not need to be in a rush. The messages are going to come, but you may feel like, you know what, I've waited this long. I'm going to take my time, right? But there's a lot of messages coming in here. Love these cards. And then it's followed by the Master of Crystals, which is the King of Pentacles. The Master of Crystals. And in this deck, it's interesting, the King of Pentacles, to me, is the wisest of the kings. Look at it. He is a crystal skull. He holds the wisdom of all those that have come before him or her, okay? So the Master of Crystals is telling you that you hold within you all of your ancestral and generational information and guidance, all those that have come before you, all of that wisdom, all of those gifts, all of that abundance is here for you now. But also the Master of Crystals is saying you've got a lot of beautiful spiritual guides helping you right now, okay? And whatever it is you're creating, we've got two kings here. You're creating a beautiful kingdom where you're very clear about what you're creating, and you're creating a kingdom that's going to bring all of the wealth that you want, because the crystals is about wealth, inside and outside wealth. You feel very good within yourself. And for some of you, this could be about bringing in a beautiful healing of your physical body too, okay? Because your mental body is now clear. When your mental body and your physical body are completely aligned, whatever dis-ease you have in your physical body can now be blown out. So I'm feeling a beautiful healing message here for some of you. And what do we have here? Oh, wow. Okay. We've got the Four of Flames. We're going towards the Four of Wands. This is your kingdom. What did I say? We've got two kings and we've got a kingdom. We've got a castle. There's something awaiting you. And you know, it follows the Three of Flames. So the Four of Flames is a very stable foundation. And there's the path for you, surrounded by beautiful roses. So it could be a path of love, could be a path of prosperity, could be a beautiful new job, new home that you're going into. It just depends on what it is you've been really building in your life. Okay, so it could be about love, family, job, career, new home, but you're going to get what you want. You are creating your castle. And the last two messages are strength, and we've got alchemy. We're ending with two major arcana. So the strength card, Leo, it's your strength that's bringing in all of your dreams, that what you really want, okay? And alchemy, it's taken you a very long time to get here. But alchemy can also say that you may have a little bit more time to go, that you've got to stay patient here, okay? So right now with the Tarot, we're getting by far a lot of fire energy. So take it as the fire element. Again, you may have a very strong fire energy in your chart. You might have Aries, Leo, Sag as your sun sign, your moon sign, rising, could be your Venus, Mars, or Jupiter, or Saturn. But it doesn't matter, because this is telling you that this is the energy you need to embody. You need to embody the fire energy, right? And we've also got the earth energy strong with the Master of Crystals and the air. So embody your fire energy first and foremost, the air, which is your higher mind, and the earth energy is what you're creating step by step. And alchemy just says what you're creating is being perfectly tempered, okay? You're creating exactly what you want. It's the card of temperance. And you know, in the Tarot, when we have the Four of Flames or the Four of Wands with temperance, that really, when you put the two together, that can be your happily ever after, whatever that means for you, okay? But know that for some of you, it's here right now. It's happening during this Lionsgate portal. It's happening by the time Venus completes her cycle on Leo, which is October 7th, 8th, 9th. Or for some of you, maybe it's going to complete in Sagittarius season, because that is our last card. And we have also the Master of Crystals, which would be Capricorn, okay? Normally, the Master of Crystals is ruled by Taurus. So we've got earth energy here. So for some of you, the timing could be in the air season, which would be Libra, which would coincide with the Venus. For some, it would be the next fire season, which is Sag. And for others, it could be the next two earth seasons, which is Capricorn and Taurus. So please take the timing with a grain of salt. And that's it. I leave you all with a beautiful hug from the Lion's Gate, sending you all so much love. And if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. I love comments. Subscribe to my channel. Follow me. I leave weekly messages on Instagram. My Instagram handle is below, eve.ellie. And all the information you need about me is below as well. Sending you all a giant hug and namaste.